Putting it all together. From the previous videos, we have looked at the board interface, the board node system, I/O connections, and pool variables. Let's put all of this together to build something a bit more complex. On the left here, we've created an I/O connection with a REST API connection, because you can call on a REST server. And over here, you'll see we've defined a URL, which is a pool object. If we go and look at that pool object, you can see it's calling on OpenWeather. Should the path need to change for that, I can just go and change the pool URL, and then everything that references it will be updated. On top of that, we've created a button. This has some actions on it to call upon that I/O connection, which then pings the server, and in this example, it's asking to get the weather in Hong Kong. Once it's got that information, there's a parser here that passes that information into the pool and then into a data tree. And once there, that's where the information gets passed. If we click on the button, we can see the data here has been updated. We can right-click and open the tree table, which shows that information has been received from the API. We've created two other buttons, one of which calls data from Frankfurt and the other one from Las Vegas. The only variation on these two is a change in longitude and latitude. You can see here we have the temperature information. Here we have a variable that reads out that temperature value, which we've built through scripting. This works through this other button, which has some script in it. The script works when the button has been pressed and it goes through the data tree, finds the values and assigns them to these labels so you can see them here on the board. On top of that, we've created a little bit of logic here that goes into a ranger, and it's defining the colour of this colour field here. If we manually start adjusting the value here, you can see the colour changes accordingly. If we make it 0, it goes blue, indicating it's cold, and if we go to 50 degrees, it goes to red for hot. So it would then be possible to assign these colours to something like streaming SEN values to control some lights externally, for example. So that's how you build on top of these things, getting some I/O connections coming in, using the event action system, adding logic via the board node system and some scripting, before sending the data out to other applications.